Folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
52 blaster. You, yellow. Set.
Young to throw it. And it is caught. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
3rd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Reinhardt. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Yeah, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now Young. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw, Young. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Check pink. Smith red. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Brooks. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Young now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Young. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Brooks. And he is going to be stone cold behind the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
On the set.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Young. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now a second down throw for Young. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
60 Bobcat, 60.
Back to throw. Reinhardt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Reinhardt working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Saints had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. There he goes, left side. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, it's Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now here's a throw that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw on second down, Reinhardt. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Go. 18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. 18, Rattler. 18.
Looking to throw. Reinhardt. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
The tight end in motion right. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hurt. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Back to throw. Reinhardt. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
19 tight. Come 19. Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun. Reinhardt. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Here's Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That throw by Young incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well,
Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 8.
White. Blue strike. Green jack. Red.
And they just get the play off. Now Young got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Rocco switch.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 176 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Cowboy 80.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now he's loose again, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
Here we go.
In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, it's Brooks. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Drill green. Claude red.
Throwing, Young. Steps away to his... And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Fourth down, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On second down now, it's Brooks. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
97.
Young working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And they'll run it here. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ready.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time.
Ready, ready. Red, yellow. Steel, black. Hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Needle blue. Watch out now, 50 Fury. Set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Brooks. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
From the gun on third down, Reinhardt eluding the pressure right. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the...
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
52 blaster. Blaster, 6.
On second down, Young. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Reinhardt. He's got a man. Complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Groupie able to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready.
They'll play fake. Now Young. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Black shot. Hut, hut.
Here's Young. Flushed out right. Oh, Young loses it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. And here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. That's caught by Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Here's Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. 2nd down, goal to go.
Fight 60. Set.
Young. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Reinhardt. It's complete. Kamara.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down. Looking to throw. Reinhardt. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Ready, set.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Ready.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Check smash. Check smash. Mustang 19. 79 Bronco. Chop 60. Chop 60. Ready.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And maybe a little pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ready. Let's go.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here.
And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go, Shaq.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for New Orleans, they moved back over 500.